Hey people, welcome back to what's happening in my life when it comes to writing. This is weekly quote unquote updates. I accidentally just didn't do the last one. So that's unfortunate. I apologize for that. But, that's just how it be sometimes. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I just forgot. I just completely forgot. And that's on me because I should be doing these things, but I'm back, and I didn't record this weekend, so it's Monday, and you're probably gonna get this either Monday night or Tuesday like morning. But ooh, okay, I think we're good. I smacked my microphone. That's unfortunate. Anyways, I'm here. You get it when you get it. Stop complaining. Um, I should update you guys. It's update time. How do you like your daily dose? Not daily, but your dose of update. I hope you're liking it. It's time to talk about books. You like books, right? That's why you're here. And those are my big projects. You'll be happy about these. Lots of progress. So we're gonna start with Fundamentals of Artistry. The one chapter I talked about last week, which was from Kak's perspective. I don't know if you remember her or if I ever talked about her. Either way, I got it done. Thank goodness. Thank God. It took so long. And I hated that. I hated having to do that chapter. It was just so deep and like emotional, and it was hard. But I got it done. Is the good thing. I just had like a few more paragraphs to write, and then it was fine. But the biggest news on that front is that Fundamentals of Artistry is now at 70,000 words, which is pretty cool, I think. That's the biggest amount of words I've ever had on anything else. But of course, that's pretty apparent because it's Fundamentals of Artistry, which is the biggest thing that I'm working on. I just think it's a cool little achievement there. Again, I don't know if it will ever see the light of day. Hopefully it will at some point. I just don't know how soon it is because Fundamentals of Artistry, I want to be like a crossover thing, and I haven't put in place some of those crossovers yet, and it still has a bunch of problems. If I ever go back to it, it'll happen when it happens, but I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. The Rebellious Loot is the other one, and we're good back on this one. It's real fun to write. I had to do some weird stuff chapter wise, like format wise. I had one chapter that I thought was going to be one and done, like really easy to get through, and it ended up taking me like 6,000, 7,000 words to actually write the whole thing. And I found a good stopping point, and I found that it would be way better if I switched perspectives for a second there. So I did add another perspective, which is this woman named Cantata now, and she's like the bard to the king rather than what Hemiola is, which is bard to the prince. So that was just sort of, I needed an outside perspective on what's happening in Hemiola's life. So we just threw it in there. I don't know if she's going to be an actual, like, perspective. I think if I add too many, the book's going to end up being too long. So just for now, I'm going to keep her as is. And so, yeah, I'm up to chapter 5 now. That is done. I finished the sort of like first arc that I'm thinking of where, first batch of chapters, like the introductory chapters is finished. So I'm launching into a new, like, sort of everything. We're going to have some more plot things. We're going to have the story forwarded, and hopefully I'm going to be able to finish like part 1. I have worked a little bit on chapter 5, which is the most recent chapter after I finished that one chapter I was talking about. Things have been going well. Writing that has been fun, at least dialogue-wise. It's just a bit weird with plot stuff because I need to get characters to a place, and I don't love, skipping things, and it's just, I'll figure it out. I've got a fairly good solution. I've got an outline. That was what a lot of last week was doing, was outlining, which is why I didn't get the word count up too much. But the good thing is 20,000 words is what I have on that. So 2 big like milestones that I did this week, which is great, and I'm very happy about that. Hopefully we can keep getting those numbers up, and then I can get the Rebellious Loot to where I want it to be. I can get that revised and published, and hopefully actually start a career, so that would be nice. And you can actually read something I wrote. Though to be fair, that brings us into our next thing, which is side projects, which I do not have any news on right now, but the publishing opportunity that I was thinking about is coming up, and I'm going to do that once the fall semester starts. Going to submit that right there, put it into edits, make sure that it's all good, and then send it out into the world, and hopefully that will get published. I have a good amount of faith in that being published because I think it's really good, but you never know. So I'm not putting it as a certainty. I'm just going to say I'm putting it out there, and hopefully I'll have some news for you on that front. That's going to be in like 2 months though, as far as I'm aware. I don't know when the actual publication comes out. I assume sometime in the fall, but probably near the end of the first semester, so maybe farther into the winter. But when it does come out, and if I'm in there, I will link it and you can see it. That brings me to socials, which I haven't done anything. At this point, I just need to sit down and actually get something done and get serious about the socials thing. I just haven't because I didn't, need to, and there's no agency right now. Once I get back to college, I probably will be able to do some of these things. The big thing here is that it's the summer, so it's hard for me to actually get any motivation to do things because I want to sit around on my butt and read 28 books, which is no joke, the amount of books that I have read this year, which is a lot. But that's beside the point. The point is, once I get back into the actual rhythm of doing things, things might speed up a little bit, hopefully, at least on the social side, because I'll be, wanting breaks from the actual regular work that I've been doing. But yeah, once things come out, I will update you. But right now, I don't really have anything on that schedule. I still want to do reviews. One of the things that I'm going to be doing this fall, like leading up into December, is Stormlight 5 is coming out. So I'm going to be rereading all the Stormlight books up until then because I've completely lost track of everything. I read them like years ago. I think I started it when in like my freshman year of high school. So it's been like 5 years. I actually don't know how many. Probably like 6 now because I'm going to sophomore year of college. So still, it's been a while, and I just want to get caught up. And they're my favorite series, and my opinions might have changed. I might have things to say. I also thought about doing like a blog, like one of the book YouTubers I follow, Murphy Napier, has actually done some like blog stuff of her reading stuff, and that sounds fun. So I might do that. I don't know yet, but ideas, just spitballing here. Last thing I will say is that I don't know how frequent the weekly updates are going to be. While I'm at home, it's really easy to do them when I remember them. And don't be an idiot and just don't record them and then say, oh, it's too late. But yeah, so when I'm at home, it's much easier to do that. Or during the summer when I don't have school stuff going on. But when school happens and going up to it, I have a lot of stuff that's going on. Not limited to traveling a lot, actually moving into my apartment. I have to, actually do school stuff when I get to school. If a week is really hectic, I won't have time to do pretty much anything at all. So it's going to be a lot more sparse. And that might actually go into the effect of, getting socials for writing endeavors so I can update you when in the weekly updates coming out. I don't know when that'll happen. I don't know if it'll happen. The point is, it's not going to be nearly as frequent, maybe like once or twice a month, hopefully. I will try and update you guys on when it's happening, but I'm probably going to rename the series to Just Writing Updates so I can put one out whenever, and that gives me the freedom to put it out when I do have stuff to tell you. So that's just a little tweak change. This isn't my career yet, and I'm not writing towards a deadline, so I don't always have stuff to do. I can't be Brandon Sanderson as much as I'd like to. But yeah, hopefully everything will work out. I'm plowing forward, hoping to finish things as we keep doing it. And I think that's about all I had for you today. So thank you for watching the update, and I hope it has made you more excited about the things that I have to show you next. Bye-bye.